Hello and welcome back to some more Ghost Trick Phantom Detective, to the finale, in fact, of Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. It's the final chapter, and we're gonna have all our questions answered, hopefully. It's all gonna come to a close, and we've traveled back in time to name I still can't pronounce his before his death, and it's time for the grand finale. One final night to save the day. Oh, here we go. When was Yomiel's death? It was 10 years ago when the Temsik meteorite fell. We traveled back through time and now we're here at the scene of that death. The start of it all is about to replay itself. 4 minutes before death, 5:26 p.m., Temsik Park. Also, thank you for the support on last night's episode. I wasn't sure if it was going to be, if it was going to do as well as the other episodes because I uploaded it really late at night. But I promised I was going to get 2 episodes out before the end of the day, and I did. It may have been really late, but I did get them both out. So, you know, I'm happy I was able to do that, and thank you all for the support on the late night episode. Now we're here at the finale. Let's finish strong. Give it up. Did you really think you could outrun me? I mean, it seemed like he was doing that pretty well for a while there. Just calm down and drop that weapon. Stay back. If you come any closer, I'll shoot her. Huh? Oh, kid. Shoot, you might get hurt. There's supposed to be an animation here, isn't there? Yeah, I get the sense that these sequences would be a lot less awkward if I was playing in the DS, but again, don't have a DS, although I can pretty confidently say that if you want to play this game and you have a DS, you definitely shouldn't play this version over the DS version. This is, I mean, look at this. Have we had any animations during those black screens? Like, even one? I don't think we have. I don't think we've had even a single one. Are you okay? You're alright now. Are you hurt?
You saved me, mister?
I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you.
What's your job, mister?
Me, I'm a police detective. So that's the Temsik meteorite, eh? It's beautiful, looking at it from this angle. It's changed all of our fates completely. We can't stop Temsik from falling from the sky, but we might be able to protect you from that fragment and save your life. I don't know. What's the matter, Detective Jowd? To be perfectly honest, I'm scared. If that meteorite fragment doesn't get him, I'm pretty sure I would have shot him. But we might not be able to change your fate of dying. I can accept that. What I did is inexcusable. No matter how the future might change, that fact will never go away. If my fate is to die here, then I accept that. This will be our last battle against fate. Beyond that will be a new future.
Okay, let's get started.
Alright, here we go. I'm ready. By the way, I don't really care what happens in terms of the main story. They can pretty much do whatever they want as long as it makes sense. But the one thing that we need before the end of this game is the backstory of Lampy. Lampy needs to get explained. I want to know what's going on with Lampy. Okay. Now then, let's stop and think about what's going on here. So, we have okay, we can't go anywhere. Great. I might be able to go somewhere now. Maybe? Yes, I can. Okay. I can turn up the headphones. Maybe that'll... That didn't do anything.
What are you doing? You're gonna hurt poor Miss Lynn's ears.
I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. You really startled her. You even made her drop a sweet potato. I thought maybe her being startled would also startle him, which would cause him to drop her so she could run away. I know how much this girl loves her food, too. Anyway. Is her fate's changed, albeit ever so slightly. What, she's gonna have worse hearing now? Great, what a great fate change. Okay. Missile, you're kind of in my way. You wanna just get the hell out of here? That'd be great, thanks, okay. Well, now that you're down, out of the way, I can rock the basket. Should we do that? I mean, I don't really have any bet. I don't know what we're trying to do. What how are we already at the countdown? Okay. We've knocked the sweet potato into the thing. We can spray the nozzle. And what's this gonna do? Oh, wait, no. Okay, I realized, like, a second after I did what I had to do. I had to turn on the nozzle to cause the thing to spray into the fountain. but fortunately I actually had time to react to that once I realized what I had to do. Okay, so we're in here. What can we do now? Oh, look at that sweet potato. That big scary sweet potato. It's not a sweet potato missile, it's Mino. Oh, right, of course. Let me guess, we're gonna have to swap it out.
But look at them, the potato and Mino. Right now, they both have the same shape.
So you're saying you could swap them? Not a good idea, Missile.
Here we go, and I'm gonna need your help.
My help? Well, we don't have a lot of time to do this, but okay. Get you out of the way, then switch to Missile, go all the way up there. And I can't... Oh, wait, we can, okay, I think I get it. We have to, yep, spray higher. Yep, we use this to launch it up, okay, and then we switch to Missile. And then we go up here, and then we swap them. Now here's my question. What did that do? We did the thing, but like, why did we do the thing? We can swap it with either of these things as well, I guess, but again, what would that do? Unless, wait, hold on. I don't have a lot of time to look at this. Hold on. That was quite a sight to see. We'll say this Parker's got a new feature. Yup, okay, that's what we have to do. Okay, got it, okay, so, the thing, I don't know this for sure, because I don't know the trajectory of it, but it looks like if the meteorite strikes him from behind, then it's probably going to have to go past the thing on the right side of that fountain. So if we swap it with something bigger, such as the statue, then it might stop it from hitting him. Maybe? I don't know. Okay. Guess it's not surprising, seeing as even a meteorite didn't distract them. It was a desperate situation. Kill or be killed. And Yamil is killed right after this by the meteorite. Well, now that the park here is a new feature, can we use it to our advantage in any way? I think we can. Trick time. We still have we have like 0 time to do this, but we can. I'm pretty sure this is what we gotta do. We gotta swap it out with.
No, it's just out of reach. No, it's just out of reach.
That's. Oh wait. We can just spray it higher, right? Maybe. I don't know. No, we just can't get any water to come out.
Well, we can see why not.
Yeah, the overwhelming presence of Mino there. If only we use it to our advantage, I would like to swap it with that thing, but it appears I might have missed my opportunity to do that. So we swap this, and then we swap this. There we go. Okay. Now that, assuming the meteorite's gonna go through there, that should stop it from hitting him, right? Oh look, the lamppost is bending.
But it hasn't broken yet.
Really, it's a wonder it hasn't snapped. I missed my hull for a little while longer. If I recall, a Temsec fragment smashed through the glass lantern on its way down. But if Mino sits firmly in its way, then fate should change. In theory. Okay, so that should be everything we have to do, right? We should be good. We just gotta sit here and wait. And then hopefully we'll be fine. We should have taken care of everything. Because so long as I'm correct in that the meteorite's going to actually go down that path. But I guess we won't be able to see it because iOS version animations. We just don't get to see. Oh wait, yes we do. Look at that, we actually do get to see it. There, how's that?
Look, the fragment's course. It changed a little.
Now Yamil's fate should really change. Wait a minute. Taking a look at the fragment's trajectory. Now let's change what's in its path. In its path? No. Oh, that stings. Detective Jowd! The Temsec fragment shot through his leg. What? But the cruel twists of fate weren't over yet. What is the thing gonna snap and crush him anyway? Come on, put it down. Huh? Jowd, put that in the gun now. If you don't, you're gonna shoot him. I don't know if it's detective training or what, but even though he's shaking from the pain, the gun doesn't waver. Put the gun down. You know he can't hear you, right? No. I knew it. This is my true fate. In the end, I stole his life away with my own hands.
Missile to the rescue! I won't let that happen.
Missile, the bullet is stopped in midair.
I'm here inside the bullet. Now let's swap with something.
Can we swap it with the potato? What? Detective Jowd, the meteorite fragment is what made you pull the trigger. We won't let you become a murderer. We have to prove the murder isn't the detective's true fate, and to do that we have to stop this bullet. There must be something with the same shape as the bullet around here. Yeah, the potato, right? Maybe? Where? Where is it? It's, yeah, it's right here. Okay, so just swap it with this, and then give it a, boom, swap. There we go. Ah, that's not exactly a better fate. That's still extremely painful. We still couldn't save him. Yeah, that might actually be worse than what happened the first time around. My fate of getting pierced through the back might not have changed, but I'm still alive. How in the hell? I meant that I'm just unconscious. Okay, so your fate of death has changed, but still, the fate is just too painful to watch in every sense. I don't think so. As long as I'm alive, it's good enough for me. But we were overlooking one thing. The wheel of fate was still slowly turning. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's gonna crush Lynn. We're gonna get out of there. My leg won't work.
It's all over. We're out of time. Miss Lynn!
It's not over yet.
But there isn't anything else to swap with.
Why don't we just let it play out and then try to find another way next time? Even if she dies, all I have to do is possess her corpse and then you can redo her last 4 minutes as many times as it takes. No, I won't do that. Why not? Sure, the fact of her death would be erased, but her memory of it would remain like a scar on her psyche. I won't let that happen, not if I can help it.
But what can we do now? Even if we work together?
What? I think there might be something that can be done.
What is it? What can Sissel and I do?
Don't forget, I'm here too. Wait, are we gonna be able to use him? With 300 powers among us, I'm gonna be able to fight this battle against the fate of death. Oh. Sissel, your power is manipulating objects. Yes, we know. Use your power to manipulate this. Huh, I don't get it. Just trust me, let's go. Okay, I guess I'm not gonna solve the final puzzle by myself, but what you want me to... Now, gather your strength and make it spray if your life depended on it. I'm dead, though. In that case, make it spray if your death depended on it. Give it your all, and remember, you'll only have a split second. Okay, now do it. Okay, go. I'm doing it. Got it. What are we doing here? What? Okay. That's a chain of... Okay. That's a very powerful nozzle. Now it's your turn, Missile.
What? And me?
Like, okay, it should be obvious what you just swap the two things. I think you know the answer to that.
Okay, got it.
You can swap them. That hunk of concrete will go back to its original position.
But, you know, I swap them, I'll still be right above Miss Lynn.
Don't worry.
Okay, I'll do it, I'll swap them.
Let me guess, he's gonna possess her and then move her out of the way? Okay. Swap them. Swap them.
It's no use, we can't stop the horrible Mino.
What can we do now? I don't see how getting a second or two helps. Oh, it helped, alright. Those few seconds were exactly what I wanted. Last up, it's my turn. Your turn? Wait, are we playing as him? You know my powers, right? I can manipulate living... Yep, that's what I... Yep, that's what I thought. Let's save that little girl. Save her by manipulating my own unconscious body. Or that, I guess. That also works. Ye gods. Alright then. You're awake. Oh hey, you're up.
Hey mister, is your knee okay?
Huh? Oh, it'll be fine, just a scrape. I'm lucky it wasn't a fatal hit, but the main thing is that you're not hurt.
You saved me, mister?
I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you.
What's your job, mister?
Me, I'm a police detective. Do you think you could go call the police for me? I think you could do it quicker than I could.
But what? What's that?
This is a detective's badge. We give them to the children who've been very brave.
A detective's badge? Thanks!
Okay, you know what to do, little detective. Well, we stopped them from being hit by the Temsic fragment, I guess. Are you alive? What? How in the... Okay. I feel like your body would have been crushed immediately, but okay. Yeah, sadly. Hang on, help is coming. What made you do such a reckless thing? To be perfectly honest, I don't really know. When I came to, my body was already moving all by itself, as if somebody else is controlling me. I see. But you know, I'm glad it happened.
Hey, mister? I found this kitten, it was over there.
Come to think of it, I just saw it a few minutes ago. It's probably a stray.
It's kind of limp, is it okay?
Oh no, I think it's unconscious. It's funny, it doesn't look like it's injured or anything.
Poor little kitty.
How about if I take it to my house and look after it? Would you like to come home with me, little kitten? Well, looks like his fate just changed in a big way. Whose fate? That kitten's, of course. Sissel. Wait. What? I'm the cat? I don't have the words to explain what. I actually just don't know what to say. For the first time ever, I'm completely speechless. I'm the cat. The fucking cat. The name Sissel echoes in my head. That's my real name. These long, lonely 10 years, you were my one and only friend. How about it? Do you remember now? Old friend. I think I finally remember. 10 years ago, I was a little kitten that wandered into this park. I was weak and all alone in the world. Somebody, please look at me. Huh? Okay, shoot, you might get hurt. Somebody, please reach a hand out to me. I just only died at that time. I had lost everything. My life, my memory. My body wouldn't move anymore, but I still managed to reach out a hand to him. The next thing I knew, my soul had transferred to the black kitten. With no recollection of who I was, I lived as a cat with you for a while. After a while, the man regained his memory. I went back to being just a cat, and then the man got his body back. I took my body back from the morgue. There was somebody I just had to go see, just one more time. I took control of my body and hurried to her house. But I was just a little too late. I had just missed her as she left this world. She left me a note that said, "I'm coming to you, Yomio." The man named me Sissel. It was the name of something important he had lost along with his life. His fiancée. He told me about it once, but I didn't understand what it was. Those 10 years were very happy for me, but they weren't happy for the man, and there was nothing I could do for him. For 10 years I wandered through the darkness with no particular place to go. As time passed, my powers gradually changed. At first, I can only manipulate small creatures and objects, but then after a while, I can manipulate people. That's when the darkness inside me deepened and I started to get a little twisted. I wanted light. Distorted, artificial light. When I got my revenge on Lin, I would see that light. Or at least, that's what I tried to believe. I left my old self buried in that junkyard and walked away. The Black Cat. I was possessing Sissel then. It wouldn't look very much like a murder if the corpse got up and walked away after all. So you borrowed the body of your old friend. I don't know for sure, but I am almost damn positive I said something along the lines of course that cat decided to get out of the toolbox at that exact time. I'm almost positive I would have said something like that. But oh my god! The cat! The cat is the linchpin of this entire game! Oh my god. I had no intention to leave my friend behind in this country when I left, but then, when I went to possess his body, I realized something horrible. What was that? Sissel, there inside the bag, was dead. What? The first shot! The first shot! Oh my god! The first shot missed and it shot the... Oh my god! I wasn't able to control her completely. The first bullet didn't hit anything, or so I thought. But it did hit something, didn't it? It hit Sissel inside that bag. Yes, that's when I lost my life. Right there in the presence of Temsic radiation. And that's when I got my powers of the dead. My ghost tricks. I think I understand it now. Why I was the only one who couldn't get his memory back. It was because I thought that corpse was me. It was the only corpse I could see at the time after all. But as it turns out, it wasn't the only dead body. My true death was hiding just behind that corpse. Now that I think about it, do you remember what you said? That you knew all along about me saving Lin tonight? If you knew, then why didn't you try to stop me? It's simple. Because I couldn't, even if I wanted to. Huh? Why not? Remember the thing about individual differences in the powers we get? I can control all kinds of things from the living to the dead. But even so, there are some things that you can do that I can't. You mean, I can't even rewind time, let alone change the fate of a death. If I could do those things, I would have saved your life. Not only that, but I never would have just let my fiancé stay dead like that. But you're here 10 years in the past now. Then that's thanks to your powers. I just tagged along with you. In any case, now the starting point of this entire tragedy has changed, dramatically altering fate. The fate of your death, the kitten Sissel's fate, and I can just bet you the fate of the woman you love has changed too. Yes, I believe you're right. So, this was the last fate to be averted, huh? Wow. Holy hell, that was... wow. So, Yomiel, it looks like their plan for revenge ended in failure. Yes, and I'm glad too. I think I kind of understand now what you've been feeling these 10 years. She understood. She shed tears for me. That's when my revenge was over. She saved me from the darkness. Well, I guess it's time we got back. A new 10 years later was just born. Right, we should get back to our new present.
I can't wait to see Miss Lynn and Miss Camila again.
So these past 10 years will now all vanish. Well, not completely. The memories of all of us here will remain, including the memory of what I did, my crime. That's the way this game of the dead works, eh? And no matter what the reason, there's no denying the fact that I took Lynn hostage and tried to point a gun at her. I have no intention of running away from that either, the most inexcusable crime in my new life. Hey, Sissel. Yes? When we got back, our fates will no longer be interconnected. It will be like we never met. So before that happens, I just wanted to say one thing. Tonight, I stole away your life with my own hands. I'm truly sorry. That's already a thing of the lost past. Our fates have changed now. Right, Yomiel? Thank you, Sissel. I'm so very glad I met you. Me too, Yomiel.
Sissel, are we ever gonna see each other again? I couldn't stand it if we weren't.
Don't worry, Missile. I'll bet we'll see each other again someday. 10 years from now, our paths are sure to cross. We'll just have to wait until then.
Sissel, I'll never forget you.
I'll never forget you either, valiant little doggy. Well, looks like you've come to live with me now. So let's be getting home, little black cat. Home, huh? That sounds good, Detective Jowd. We all witnessed the birth of a new beginning, and now we're each going back to our own new present. We go back, it's just an apocalypse. We go back to the present and it just turns out everything's destroyed. We said goodbye to the parts of our stories that would be lost, believing that someday our paths would all cross again. Holy hell. Wait! Before you go back to a new present, I want— oh, please let it be Lampy. Lampy, we need you! We need Lampy! Lampy! Yeah! That's all I wanted, it was just Lampy. Before I don't even know what voice I gave you. Before I cease to exist. Oh, it's you! Yes, it is I, Ray, in case you have forgotten again. Thanks to you, everything has turned out as I had hoped. I am really grateful to you, Sissel. Thank you. But don't forget, I was only on a journey to find my own lost memory. Yes, I know that. I know all about you. Can I ask you a question, Ray? I want to know. Who exactly are you? Fair enough. I will tell you. Let me tell you another version of tonight's events. You changed the fates of many people tonight, the first of which was hers. We're gonna get a summary of all the different insane things we pulled off tonight. If you had not been there for her tonight, her fate would have been to die in that lonely spot on the outskirts of town. If that had occurred, what do you suppose would have happened? Let me tell you a story. The story of a little creature. After they stole her life that night, they broke into her apartment. They stole the wooden box from the ceiling hiding place and left. And in the process, two little dead bodies were left behind. However, the little fellow's spirit lived on. He desperately reached out his paw toward his mistress, and that's when a miracle occurred. What? Look at that, the powers of the dead. But how? He didn't really understand it himself. Not yet, anyway. But, with all you know now, I bet you understand it, do you not? Hey, wait a minute. That's right. He died inside the aura of that strange energy. Okay, so that explains how Missile got his power, but I mean... Okay, sure, but like, what about Lampy? I want to know the story of Lampy. But unfortunately, with his meager powers, he was unable to save his little mistress. There just wasn't anything he could do with only the power to swap objects. He needed the power to manipulate objects in order to save the little lady. The little fellow chased after the men, but they're... but there still wasn't anything he could do. In the end, he was left behind with the man in the red, in the deep, deep sea. And then he went back. He went back to the world of 10 years before, to the moment of the man in red's death. What? He decided to wait it out. He decided to wait until that night came again. And that's the other version of the story of this night. A story that has taken these 10 years to be retold. So that was you, huh? Old Missile! That's right. I'm Missile. 10 years is a very long time in dog years. You couldn't change the fates of these people on your own, so you decided to wait those 10 years out? Exactly. And then, at last, that fateful night rolled around again. So I decided I needed to find somebody to help me this time around. Somebody who possessed different powers than me. Wait a second, you were able to manipulate that desk lamp! Over the course of the long years, my powers changed. My ability to swap objects weakened, but I became able to manipulate small objects. But in that case, why didn't you cooperate with yourself? Because I couldn't. Huh? From watching the man in red, I found out there were individual differences in our powers. I couldn't do any of the things he could do. Like travel through the telephone lines, for example. What? It may not seem like much, but it's a very important power. Especially if you're trying to chase somebody. But there's something I just don't understand. You knew from the very beginning that I had that power. How did you know so much about me? Why wouldn't I? After all, we met before, the night the first time around. We met before? From listening to the conversations of the two intruders to the apartment, I learned that Miss Lynn had lost her life at the junkyard on the edge of town. I followed the ghost world paths to the junkyard and came upon an incredible scene. Imagine, if you will, there in the darkness, a twisting and swiveling desk lamp. It made my first stand on end, I didn't tell you. That was me? So I was shot in that night the first time around as well. You had lost your memory that time too. You had just died and you felt confused. You declined to cooperate with me. I did what? I just want to find my own lost memory. I'm sorry, but I can't help you. That's what you said. And then you disappeared, and away over the telephone line. I'm really sorry I didn't help you. That's why I decided that this time, I would use that desire of yours to our mutual advantage. Mutual advantage? The only thing you were interested in was finding your own lost memory. If I could guide you along the right path to doing that, we would both benefit. And namely, the right path would be the path to the man in red, to your meal. What? I gave you the information you needed to know to set you in the right direction. I gave you a time limit. A time limit? That's right, as you know, I said you only had until tomorrow morning. If I hadn't done that, you wouldn't have found out the truth tonight. And the man in red would have been sealed away at the bottom of the sea forever. If that had happened, it would have all been over. Then you mean that thing about ceasing to exist? Oh, that completely made up. A little naughty of me, I know, but I just wanted you to use your time wisely. Oh boy. I hate to admit it, but this little doggy really outsmarted me in every way. Missile! Freaking two best characters in the game, Missile and Lampy. Turns out they're the same! Let's just call it the wisdom that comes with age. This episode's just been non-stop. The hits just keep on coming. And now it's time to say farewell. These past 10 years will cease to exist, and with them so will I. Missile. I believed in you. I always knew you could do it, and so you did. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Missile. So you waited and waited these 10 long years, all for the sake of your two ladies, Lynn and Camila, eh? Of course, because that's what doggies do. Now then, farewell, Sissel. And so the story of a single night came to an end. Nobody but us knew what had really happened in this town tonight. I made my way back. Back to a new present. Is that it? You getting anything else, or is it just gonna start rolling credits? What if the credits don't roll because the iOS version just cut them out? That would be bad. Huh? How come it's dark? I'll just turn on the lights here. Oh, that's a... it's gonna be the... That's not what I thought it was. I thought it was gonna be when the birthday present was initially supposed to happen, but this works too. This works really well, actually. Just like it should have happened all those years ago. Were you surprised? You bet I was. You nearly scared me to death. Yippee, it worked! But it's not even my birthday today.
It was my mom's birthday the day before yesterday. I made a surprise for her, but it came out so well I wanted to use it again.
That's alright, Lynn. After all, we're celebrating the birth of your new position as detective, right? Really? Thank you, Detective Jowd.
Dad, you're home!
Hi, Camila, let me introduce you. This is Lynn. She was just assigned to detective mission today.
Hi, Camila, it's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Lynn. Congratulations on becoming a detective. Huh?
Is something wrong?
You have one of those badges too?
Oh, this? Yeah.
I have one just like it. My dad just gave it to me the other day. Yours looks a lot older than mine, though.
How long are you gonna keep wearing the toy badge, Lynn?
What's wrong with it? To me, this is a symbol of a real detective.
It's been 10 years since then, hasn't it? Who would have guessed you'd actually become a detective one day?
When you gave me this badge, I just knew. I knew it was my destiny somehow.
Destiny, huh?
And now that I'm a detective, I'll find out where that destiny will lead me.
That you will, that you will.
Oh, hello, don't tell me you're that same little kitten.
That's right, the very one.
You know what? This is a very, very special cat. He's 10 years old, but he's still a kitten.
Still a kitten?
Yep, he's never gotten any bigger or anything.
Wow, what a mysterious little fellow.
I know, right? His name is Sissel.
Sissel.
Seems to me like I've heard that name somewhere before. I think Sissel likes you, Lynn.
And that's Alma?
Alright, everyone, let's start the celebration. Okay, Mom. I bet you're just like me. Your destiny led you here somehow, too. And so we meet again, Sissel.
From just that single night as a human, I got a glimpse into their world. And I learned something. Their fates, their lives, they were all interconnected. Somewhere, somehow, in some way. And now, this is my new fate. I guess I really am a cat. It suits me just fine to curl up and watch the strange and beautiful patterns of their lives as they unfold. It looks like I'll have plenty to watch here for quite a while. Holy hell! Oh my god, that was incredible! Hey, Inspector Cavanella! I was wondering if we were gonna see him at any point in this episode. Happy birthday to our lovely Lynn, baby.
Like I said, it isn't my birthday.
Hello, Missile there.
Hey, Missile, I thought I asked you to stay home and guard the fort.
But birthdays are for celebrating together with friends and loved ones. Nothing like it, baby. Wow. Oh my god, this was so good. This was so good. I hated recording it. I absolutely hated recording this game because as you may know, I recorded this on a phone, and let me tell you. So when I did the Ace Attorney series, I had never recorded a mobile game before. And recording it on the iPad was painful enough because it's just using the screen recording is annoying. It was a new setup. I didn't like it, but I got used to it over time. But using an iPhone is an entirely different ball game altogether because it's a much smaller screen, and it's just like I don't know if it was the fact that it was a smaller screen so it wasn't as responsive, or just the game itself wasn't being responsive. Sometimes it didn't like respond to me pressing buttons or changing between items or objects. So that was kind of annoying. But the biggest problem, as I'm sure you may know, is that because my iPhone doesn't have a headphone jack, because Apple is so good at making great decisions, I couldn't listen to the music as we were playing, which I didn't listen to much of it. I listened to a little bit of it in the first episode because I was still recording on the iPad at that time, so I heard the music there and it was really good, but I wish I could have heard it as I was playing. But you know what? For as annoying as it was to actually sit down and record this game, I was beyond impressed with that. That was such an incredible game. And it does not surprise me at all that this was by the same person who, the literary mastermind who created the original Ace Attorney trilogy. That doesn't surprise me in the slightest. This was so good. Every single little breadcrumb had such an incredible payoff at the end of this. It all tied together so well. Oh my god, this was so good. I mean, the story obviously was next level, but... And and obviously, like, the reveals that Sissel was the cat and the freaking missile was Lampy all along, like, holy hell, I did not see either of those two things coming. But they all made perfect sense. It all tied together so well. Oh. But, like I said, story was amazing, but the gameplay was also really, really good. Because if you watch my Q&A video, you know I love puzzle games. And so this was right up my alley. I really, really love this game in terms of its puzzles. I mean, not every puzzle was a winner. Some of those puzzles in the submarine were kind of monotonous, tedious, and I'll say it, bad. I really did not enjoy those puzzles in the slightest, actually. I was very, very happy when we were done with the submarine chapter of this game. But that was pretty much it. That and the fact that we didn't actually solve the last puzzle by ourselves. The other guy had to kind of do it for us. That was annoying. But aside from those two sections, the puzzles in this game were outstanding. The story was phenomenal. I just wish I had a DS to play this on because, man, I have a feeling my experience playing it would have been a lot better if I had a DS. But you know what? The fact that I got to experience this at all was incredible. Thank you to everybody who recommended this to me in the comments. Thank you so much for playing this, because I would never have found out about this game if you hadn't recommended it to me. This was so good. Also, I'm missing out on a lot of jokes here probably because I'm talking, but I mean, you know, let's just kind of give my thoughts on the Let's Play as a whole. And this was, oh man, this was so good. I didn't really know what to expect going into this, because I thought, okay, people want me to play this, I'll give it a shot. I probably won't love it, but, you know, people want to see it, I'll play it. I really did love this a lot. This was something else. My expectations were so low going into it, because, like, I knew it was by the same person who made the original Ace Attorney trilogy, but even then it's like, the art style seems like it's not really up my alley, but, you know, whatever. But I started playing it in episode 1, and I really loved it. Again, it was a pain to record, because literally the first episode, the iPad version just didn't load into the next section. It's like, oh, you wanted to actually rewind time? Must be one of those funny joke things, because you're not gonna do that. You're gonna stay right here in this level for the rest of eternity. And the thing is, I had to replay that opening section of the game so many times, because I was desperately trying to just get it to work on the iPad. Like, maybe if I reset the app, maybe if I restart my iPad, maybe if I uninstall and reinstall, if I do all these things, maybe it'll let me load in. Nope, the iPad version just doesn't work. So I don't know why the iPhone version works better than the iPad version, but it does, and I'm honestly really lucky that it does, because if it didn't, I would never have been able to record this game, and that would have been really disappointing from a viewer perspective, because if I was a viewer, and I was watching, and he said he was gonna, like, I was like, hey, alright, this guy said he's gonna play through Ghost Trick. I really love this game. I can't wait to see him play it. And then you get to episode 1, and it's like, oh, actually, the only version I have doesn't work, so I'm not gonna play it. Sorry, guys. I'd have been like, what? That's such nonsense. So I'm really, really happy that I was able to get this to work on the iPhone. Very, very pleased with that. But other than that, I don't really have a whole lot to say about this game. Story was excellent. Characters were all great. We got the answers on Lampy, which is the only thing that matters. And the gameplay, with the exception of those 2 sections that I mentioned, was engaging throughout the whole thing. I really could not have been more impressed with this game. Considering I had no expectations going into it, I really, really did enjoy this, and I'm glad to see that you guys seem to be enjoying it as well. From what I'm reading in the comments, seems like you guys have been enjoying the series, which I'm happy to hear it. I'm happy you enjoyed. Sorry, words are hard. Happy you enjoyed my playthrough of this game. And that's really all I have to say here. I'm glad the credits worked, because if the credits didn't work, that would have been kind of a letdown, but how many more scenes are we gonna flash through here? Oh, great, these guys. Yeah, I forgot about all these guys. All the people we met over the course of the game. We went to a lot of locations. That was really insane, the amount of ground we covered in just one night. I mean, we got through this game pretty quickly. A little less than a month took to play through the entire game. But, you know, that's... We do this when we have a stomachache. We help dance away the pain. That's not... That... Yeah, move more when you have a stomachache. Great idea. Solid 10 out of 10. 200 IQ plays from the guards at the prison over here. Oh, great. Someone hit the fast forward button and it just sped up their dance animation. Man, I want to say more. Like, I want to keep praising the game, but I don't really have much to say other than, yep, this is really good. Story was well written, characters were interesting and relatable. The gameplay was super, super fun, except for those couple sections. That submarine bit is just like, hey, you know, it'd be fun if we, because I think I said something like, I love it when I have a time limit to solve a puzzle in. I know that probably sounds hypocritical. It's like literally the entire game is about solving puzzles within a time limit. Yes, but I can like, I can. So here's the thing: the submarine the problem there is that you have to be not in Ghost World to be able to solve the puzzle, because you have to be able to look at the pipes and see which side the steam's coming out of in order to know what's safe to put where. But you can't do that in Ghost World, because like the reason that the time limit works. Hey, it's everybody, and Sissel. Can't forget about Sissel. That's nice. Nice little final image. Yeah, but so when a lot of the puzzles in the game can be solved by just being in Ghost World and thinking about what everything does. But that didn't work for the submarine, because you have to be not in Ghost World in order to see what pipes go where. But if you're not in Ghost World, then the water rises up, and by the time you figure out what you have to do, you have no time to actually switch things around, and then you just die, which is not fun. But that was incredible. Thank you again, everybody. Thank you for recommending this game to me. I love this so much. Thank you for watching. I hope you really enjoyed my series, because I had a lot of fun. Well, no, I didn't have fun recording it on a phone, but I had fun solving the puzzles and enjoying the story. That was really great. And aside from that, that's it for Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. So now, next up is going to be Danganronpa. I'm not going to upload it tomorrow. Tomorrow I want to take a day to catch up with Super Mario Galaxy, because past couple days I haven't been uploading Super Mario Galaxy. I've been focusing on this. So I'm gonna try to catch up on that series tomorrow, and then on Sunday I'm going to start up with episode 1 of Danganronpa. Don't know what to expect there either. I had a friend tell me about it one time, and I don't know. We'll see what happens there. But that'll be it for now. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this Let's Play. I had a lot of fun recording it. So I will catch you all on either tomorrow for some more Super Mario Galaxy, or on Sunday for Danganronpa. Whatever you choose to watch next, I will see you all there. Goodbye.